Oh, taxpayer saying for the last 10 years, Metro City's bridge maintenance budget of 1 million annually has been a prime example of fiscal responsibility.
Mhm.
What is this? What category would this fall into? What part of an argument?
What the first,
First sentence, yep.
that will be a background information.
Um, a, a little bit up to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this already I can really see kind of an opinion coming in.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know yet because it's just the first set. Like if I was reading this and I don't know yet, I'm kind of thinking, okay, well, I see an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into in a well-run bridge program, the city would spend 15 million a year on maintenance, which would prevent severe deterioration, thus limiting capital expenses for needed bridge reconstruction to 10 million. So if I was going to paraphrase that in my own words, I'd be saying, so if it were a bridge program that was run well, the city would
Mm-hmm.
be spending $15 million a year on maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
and it would save them a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to reconstruction. And it would have saved them from, or I guess it would have said that the needed of reconstruction for the bridge would have only been 10 million.
Okay.
What part of the argument is this sentence? What category would this fall into?
In a well, right there. In a well, I should say what's confident. In a what kind of premise does it fall into for needed
I would
vision?
just say this is background information, right? Like
Okay, mine on the other page.
we're just providing background information here.
Okay.
However, so now we bring in a point of contradicting, right? We're changing direction. However, as a result of its attempt to economize, who is it's right here? Who is it's referring to?
The city, the
Yep.
government.
So as a result of the city's attempt to economize, the city is now faced with spending $400 million over 2 years on emergency reconstruction of its bridges.
Mm.
Why is this a problem? Or why is this important, this sentence here?
With the reconstruct the however as a result, because it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's changing its contract. However, like
Yep.
it's
Okay. So sorry. Let me change the direction. Not just like why this, not this what part of the argument this is, but why is this statement important in our argument? Why do we need this?
well, I feel like there it's given there is given the main point. Like,
What is the main point?
well, as a result of its attempt to economize, the city is now faced with spending 400 million
Yeah. Why is spending 400 million over 2 years a big deal?
because they could have saved that money and
By how?
by doing a program, a well-run bridge program.
Which would have been only spending 15 million a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I know we're going really into the weeds, but I just want to show you how like how we're using these different premises to support our conclusion, because we're saying, hey, this is what it would have cost if it was done well, but
Yeah.
since we did not do it well, we have to spend $400 million when we could be only spending 15 million a year plus $10 for the reconstruction.
Yeah.
So this last sentence is also just like background information or a fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what sentence did you highlight as our conclusion?
Uh, as a result of its attempt to economize, the city is now faced with spending 400 million over 2 years. That's not it. Okay.
Because what are we using? Because this is a background information. This is a fact. What are both of these statements supporting?
The first one
Yeah.
it has been a prime example of fiscal
Excuse me. Yeah.
irresponsibility.
Excuse me.
That's
Yeah.
rude.
That's where we're saying whenever we said that this our maintenance budget of 1 million annually has been a prime example of fiscal responsibility, this is how we're supporting that this is a prime example. What
Okay.
like this was the taxpayers opinion, and these are the two statements that he uses to support that.
Mhm.
And so you're absolutely correct when you said that A is the answer. I just want to work on your confidence.
Okay.
So
Totally.
should is a weak word. Like that, like there's many things that we should do, right? That doesn't mean we will do it. So
Mhm.
top down questions or main conclusion questions tend to be more mild because we have to stay between the lines.
Mhm.
And so we're saying should have been budgeted substantially more money. Yeah, that's because this is an example of financial irresponsibility. Were you struggling between any of the other ones, or were they pretty easy to cross off?
Well, the stimulus itself was like not too hard to understand. Like, but I understood it, and so like, but I like my whole thing. It's like finding the background from like the premises,
Right.
like
And you're like, I didn't need to do that to get the answer. And I know that, but I want to work on it on easier
yeah.
questions. So when we get to harder ones, like you like are able
That
to,
way I know when to like.
yes. Because I agree. You don't have to actually know that this is background information and this is a fact to get to this correct answer. But when it came to these answer choices, were you struggling between any two or?
No,
Okay, awesome.